How's it going, everyone? I'm going to give this a couple minutes, let people kind of come in, see where we're at. So, today we're going to be giving some free affiliate marketing training. I've been in affiliate marketing for a while and I really wanted to share my experience. I wanted to share with everybody else the things that I've learned. And in case anyone is trying to get into this type of business, which I do highly recommend, this is going to be a way for them to start, and it's free training. It's really just making sure that every single one of you has the ability to jump in if you want. A lot of people may not have the means right now to get into it, but with what I'm going to share today, um, it's going to make sure that you can get started if you really want to. So, just to see what's going on here, um, how many of you are brand new to affiliate marketing? Can you type one in the chat if you're brand new? Now, in the same way, how many of you have tried affiliate marketing but are struggling? If this is you, type two in the chat for me. Okay, so we got some people that are brand new. That's great. I'm gonna start like really at the beginning here. So hopefully every single one of you is gonna be able to get a lot of this. I also see some people are already doing affiliate marketing but are struggling. So hopefully some of the information that you see today is really gonna help you out. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. So the first thing that we want to talk about is really the business overview. I think there's a lot of confusion behind what is affiliate marketing, what's going on here, right? And the reality is a business needs a lot of different teams. All right, you need all these different teams, and I'm going to go through them one by one to kind of break them down, make sure that every single one of you understands exactly what I mean. So, for example, value creation, right? In order to really have a business, you got to have something that people want to buy. This can be a course, it could be software, it could be products. I mean, it could be coaching. You can have a landscaping business, a car wash, etc. Right? Like you have to be doing some service or giving someone a product. That's really how a business starts. If you're not providing value, that's not really a business. It's kind of a charity. So that's one of the teams that has to be in a business. The next team is administration. You got to have staff, you got to have management that are going to manage all the staff, and you have someone doing the bookkeeping, keeping track of everything. So again, pretty standard in all businesses. Right? And then you need a marketing team, a team that's going to spread the word about the product and create leads. Now, leads is just what you call someone that shows interest in your product, but they haven't purchased anything yet. And then you need to have a sales team that's going to close clients. Close is terminology that all that really means is that someone bought from you. So usually you have a sales team that is going to answer all the questions that a client or a lead has and is going to turn them into a client. Then you have the value delivery. So you have some sort of value. This is the logistics team. How are they going to go ahead and give that value? How's it going to be delivered? Is it going to be shipped? If it's digital, how are you going to manage access? So how are you going to get the product or the service to the customer? And then finally, you need a customer service team that's going to handle issues, customer support, or customer returns. So far, in the chat, can you give me a 3 if you guys follow me so far? Like, does this make sense? This is kind of what a business needs. And I know there's other teams in here, but there's clearly, you have to have this part of it. So put a 3 in the chat if you guys understand so far. Like, is this clear? Now, the reason why affiliate marketing is so important and so easy to start is because you just have to do one part. Your whole business revolves around one part. And that one part is just the marketing. Your only job is to spread the word about the product and create leads. Now, every single one of those teams I just showed you, They require a budget, and every company has a budget. And so what does a budget look like for marketing? Well, a budget says we're going to spend X amount of dollars to acquire a new customer. Okay. So what does that mean for us as marketers, as affiliate marketers? That means that a company already knows how much money they're willing to spend to get a new customer. So they're more than willing to give us that money just to make sure that we are the ones that are bringing those new customers. Now, why affiliate marketers? Well, it's cheaper and it has crazy potential. It's cheaper because they don't have to pay an affiliate marketer a base compensation pay. They don't have to pay for their medical insurance, and it has crazy potential because you could, let's say, hire 20 affiliate marketers or 20 marketers in a company. That doesn't necessarily mean that those marketers are going to be good, And if instead you have an affiliate program, you have the entire world at your fingertips. The entire world can be marketing for you, and if they're good or bad doesn't matter, because the only time that a company has to pay is when someone actually brings in a customer. And so let's really take a look at affiliate marketing economy here. It says that in the United States alone, spending on affiliate marketing has grown by 10% per year for the last decade. I mean, this is absolutely insane. This really tells us that this industry is growing, and it says it's going to reach $8.2 billion in 2022. So clearly, anybody who's trying to get into this, um, absolutely, like, this is not a market that's going away anytime soon. So if you want to get into it in 2022, guess what? You're in the right place right now. And what do I mean by that? I mean, how many of you would have bought, you know, how many would have bought into Amazon 10 years ago? How many of you would have been interested in buying Tesla, or Bitcoin for that matter? Well, this is the time. This is the same time as it was 10 years ago for affiliate marketing. That's the importance of the era that we're in right now. So, what are the three ways to do affiliate marketing successfully? Well, the first one is to do a blog or SEO, which is really search engine optimization. That's really how you rank on Google. But the downside to that is it takes a really long time. It requires a lot of work. And if Google makes any changes to the algorithm, traffic can plummet like instantly. And this has happened a couple of times. I remember one time when Google made a change into their algorithm for what displayed when somebody made a search on Google. Before, if you made a page, you had the ability to choose exactly what was going to show up. But after that change, they could search your entire website and they could post up whatever they wanted. And so it really messed the rankings on Google. It was a big problem. And a lot of people that had dedicated their life to creating a blog, they lost all their income instantly. Another way is to run ads, Facebook ads, YouTube ads, Google ads. Now, this is an absolutely great strategy, but it's not a strategy for a beginner. It requires money up front. You're going to spend some time to test different ads until you find the one that converts profitably. And to be honest, learning how to run ads is really a skill in itself. So does that make sense to you guys? Am I making sense so far? If there's any questions, please let me know. I will definitely address them. And now the third way is to find others that are like you and go ahead and help them. So this is what we're going to focus on, because this is really where you should be if you're just starting out affiliate marketing. So you need to find other people that have similar issues and they would like to overcome them. Make them aware that the issue can be overcome. Give them a brief introduction and then send them to the experts. Right? We're going to really dive deep into this right now. So I'm going to show you guys exactly what I mean by that. The first thing you want to know is, what is a niche? And I'm sure you guys have heard this over and over. You got to understand your niche and you got to get into your niche. So a niche is really just a category, right? It's a segment of the market for a particular product or service. How many of you have heard niche before? Like that word niche. How many of you have actually heard that before? Put it in the chat. Just say, give me a Y if you've heard the word niche before. So the top three niches are health and fitness, beauty and fashion, and making money online. Now, once you choose a niche, you really have to niche down. It's really important to go ahead and niche down. So, for example, in the health and fitness, you can go into specifically powerlifting, you can go into bodybuilding, you could go into yoga, right? And it's important to niche down because someone who's into powerlifting is probably not going to be into yoga. And so you need to make sure that you're talking to the right audience. Now, beauty and fashion, there's skincare, there's makeup, there's clothing, right? Any one of these can be your sub niche. In the money making space, you can do budgeting, you can do crypto and stocks, digital marketing. I've even taken it a step further. I'm in digital marketing, but I niche down to affiliate marketing. That's really what my niche is. And the reality is, if you're here today, you're probably wanting to get into the make money online niche as well. And so when you start your journey, the best thing is to find people that are like you. So find others that also want to learn how to make money. And once you learn how to do it, teach it to them. Okay. So how do you find a good product? Right. Because that's the next thing is, okay, now I understand my niche, but how about a good product? Well, this is finding a good product is not as straightforward. So instead, we'll look at a few guidelines that make a good product. All right. So evergreen is a product evergreen. This means it's not seasonal. It's not some fad that's going to go out of style, but something that can be around for a really long time. Now, reoccurring, will you get paid every month? If it's not reoccurring, is it a consumable? A consumable could be something like toilet paper, right? During the pandemic, everyone was looking for toilet paper. So things like that, maybe like soap, that's also reusable, or something that someone eats, like a vitamin. So those things are consumables. They're going to bring in reoccurring money. The next one is there potential for additional commissions or high ticket commissions? So high ticket commissions can be different to everyone. However, to me, anything above $1,000 is pretty much considered high ticket. And then finally, the moment that you start going down this path and you start to be successful, you're going to get a lot of DMs about people that are promoting their or wanting you to promote their products. So if you don't have an automated way of tracking your commissions, don't waste your time with those products. Never leave yourself open to being scammed. Now, what do I mean by that? If someone reaches out to you and says, "Oh, you know what? Send them to my link, and I'm going to go ahead and just let you know when someone arrived from your link, and I'm going to give you the money once that happens." Like that sounds so sketchy. They should have some dashboard that shows you exactly how many people have reached their website through your link. So it's really, really important to have that in place. And more importantly, if you're going to choose to promote other products, make sure that they align with your audience. And we'll touch base on that a little bit further later on. All right, so I wanted to talk about the ultimate affiliate marketing funnel. Now, this is really important here. This is really the bread and butter. You need to understand the importance of this. So traffic, right? The first thing you do is you start with traffic. Now, when I say traffic, I'm really talking about one of these, right? So you can either go after TikTok or Instagram or Facebook or Pinterest or YouTube or anything out there, right? You could do Discord as well. So every single one of these places is where you're going to find people, and people are traffic. You want to get their attention. You want to bring them to your squeeze page. All right, the squeeze page is a quick funnel website that you've created, and its main purpose is to collect somebody's email. We'll touch base about the emails a little bit later, but what happens after that is after your squeeze page, you're going to take them over to a bridge page. That's where you're going to talk to them about how this particular solution that you found helped you. Okay, that's the important part here is you're going to talk about the solution. And then you're going to send them off to the experts, which is the product that you promote, the sales page. And so what happens there, right? So this is kind of how traffic flows through your funnel, and it's really important to understand funnels. So traffic flows through your funnel by being cold traffic, warm traffic, and then hot traffic. So these are the different phases. So during cold traffic, the audience has no idea who you are. So you need to talk about the problem. Now, during the squeeze page, at this point, the audience likes you enough to follow you. They're still deciding if they trust you. Uh, and so you need to introduce the solution to the problem. At this point, whatever the problem is, whatever niche you're in, this is how you would want to approach it. In the bridge page, they trust you, they're willing to follow your advice. And so you tell them about the experience you had with the product, and then you pass them on to the experts. Again, let me know if this makes sense to you guys. If there's any questions going on, I can absolutely address them. Now, how do you get traffic? Right? There's paid traffic and there's free traffic. We kind of touched base on this earlier. And so we're going to focus on free traffic. So the way you get free traffic is by storytelling, and you're going to need a hook, a story, and then a CTA, which really stands for call to action. And so right now, I'm going to focus on something like TikTok, maybe Instagram Reels, where you're going to make a video. You can make a video, and this is kind of the breakdown of it. You need 2 to 3 seconds on a hook, 8 to 10 seconds on your story, and then 2 to 3 seconds on your call to action. So let's give an example, right? We kind of, this is the framework. This is exactly what you want to use, but let's use an example so people can kind of understand it a little bit. So the hook could be something as simple as how I quit my 9 to 5 in 6 months. Anybody that is in my niche of making money online is going to listen to this and is going to be interested. They're going to say, oh, I want to do that. I want to quit my 9 to 5 in 6 months. They're going to stick around. So the next thing is you can, show yourself and maybe put this on the screen, or you can just say it and you can speak into the mic and say, kept seeing people talk about passive income on social media. I decided to take a leap of faith and try it. All right. You can go to the next scene, and in the next scene, it's a picture of you, or maybe it's a video of you with an envelope in your hand. It's like, here I am turning in my 2 weeks. And then you have your call to action, link in bio to learn more. Now, let's be honest here. This link in bio to learn more is a very lazy call to action. You're literally not really getting involved. You're just telling people to go click on your link. So instead, what you could do is you could say, message me to learn how. You could say comment and I'll reach out to you. Something like that is a bit of more of a powerful call to action, because then you can interact with other people. Does this make sense so far? Is this making sense to you guys? Let me know. Give me a 5 in the chat if this is making sense so far. Give me a 6 in the chat if you're completely lost right now. So the next thing that I want to cover is the key to a long-term business. So how do you take this affiliate marketing business and really explode it, right? Really make it a long-term business, really make sure that you never have to work a 9 to 5 again. And the answer to that is email automation. Remember, we talked about capturing somebody's email in that squeeze page? Well, let's dive right into that, right? Why is that so important? It's important because you have all this traffic that's hitting your squeeze page, you're collecting their email, and then, yeah, they're going to take them to a bridge page. But for now, I'm going to leave that out. Those emails, that is how you're going to connect with people, and you have the ability to send them over to the sales page again. Why? And I'm going to tell you guys right now why. Because do you ever buy something the very first time you hear it? Probably not, right? That's not normal. Most people don't do that. Most people have to hear about something multiple times in order to be interested enough to go and buy it. And so that's what your email sequence can do. It's a reminder to your audience. It's saying, hey, I'm still here. Hey, are you still interested in this? Hey, do you still want to do this? And whatever it is, for me, it's, do you still want to make money online? Are you still interested in achieving that, laptop lifestyle? So if you are, go check this out. Don't forget about it. And I really want to talk about the huge, huge importance, because a lot of people hear others say that you have to have an email list. Again, give me a 7 in the chat if you guys have heard this before. Oh, you need to have an email list. You need to start your email list. If you've heard that before, give me a 7 in the chat. Okay. So the reason why that's so important is, let's take a company that everybody knows. McDonald's, right? Let's take McDonald's. So if McDonald's wants to make more money To acquire new customers, they would have to build a brand new location. So they'd have to find another piece of land and build a McDonald's there. Now, how much money do you think that costs? That's probably really expensive, but that's going to bring them a lot of new customers because they're exposing themselves at a new location. Well, for us as marketers, if we want to have a new product that we want to sell, we want to maybe just make a little more money because we found something that can help our audience. All we have to do is send an email. You see how powerful that is? You went through the hard work of collecting people's email through all these different social media platforms. Now that you have the email, don't waste it. Now you have a direct connection to traffic. It's really important to build an email list. That's how you really are going to have a long-term business. Now, what do I show at the bottom right here? This is what I call a value ladder. Okay, why a value ladder? Because this is also the way that you scale your business. So if you're helping someone, and I'm going to go ahead and let's use let's use like a gym as an example. A value ladder could be something like maybe someone comes into my gym because I gave them a free pass. I said, hey, you know what? Come into the gym. I'm gonna let you work out for free, and let me know what you think. We'll talk after your workout. Then after the workout, if they like it, the next step in my value ladder could be something like, you know what? I want to go ahead and offer you a monthly membership. If they like their experience, they're going to say, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to sign up for that monthly membership. And then what's the next step in the value ladder? If I see them coming in every day, I'm going to say, hey, would you like to check out some of our specialty classes? We have some yoga classes or we have some CrossFit classes. What is interesting to you? Right? That's another step in the value ladder because that it's a little bit more involved. It's going to cost a little bit more money, but you're getting them into that value ladder. And then what could be the next step is maybe it's one-on-one personal training, right? Again, now more expensive, but you see how that value ladder means that you are getting repeat business from the same customers you already have. So for us as affiliate marketers, that is why it's so important to have a value ladder that is embedded in your email sequence. If you didn't have people's emails, then guess what? You can't do business with them again. It's a one-time deal and they're gone. That's not how you build a business. So, how many of you guys are following me so far? Does this make sense to you? Is this something that you kind of understand what the affiliate marketing model looks like? If it makes sense to you, give me an 8 in the chat right now. All right, all right. So I wanted to give you guys a little bit of my backstory, right? So where did I come from, right? So I was actually in the corporate world, and I was doing really well for myself. Um, but what was it costing me? It was actually like trading my soul for money. Why? Because I was working 12 hours a day. I had a 2-hour commute each way. So I barely spent time at home. I was getting to the point where I was feeling like a zombie because I wasn't sleeping very well. So I was really like it got to the point where I ended up getting a divorce. So long story short, I got a divorce. And during the divorce, I kind of lost everything. And this is me. I bought this 6 by 10 foot trailer, and this is where I lived. I parked this thing in the parking lot of my job, and I would sleep in this thing. I would wake up, I would go to the gym, I would take a shower, and then I'd walk to work. Right? This is where I was at. Like, I mean, I realized that because I was spending so much time focused on getting good at my job and being the best employee that I could be, I kind of ended up ruining my own life, and that was ridiculous. Like I couldn't believe that I had done that to myself, and so it sucked. It absolutely sucked. And I can tell you that, even though I look all comfy in there during the winter, it absolutely sucked. There was days where I had to call in sick because my beanie fell off when I was sleeping, and all of a sudden I had this crazy, crazy headache when I would wake up. I mean, it was just so freezing cold, and I would have to sit there and try to get through it, try to warm up, and I was in the parking lot of my job and still having to call in sick. I mean, it was absolutely horrible. But, you know, I knew I had to make a change. I knew I had to like do something different. And for me, because I had already put in so much effort of essentially climbing the corporate ladder and really being putting myself out there and saying I'm going to work for someone else and I'm going to make sure that I show up as the best that I can. Like that wasn't really the right thing to do for me. I learned that that wasn't going to get me anywhere. And so instead, what was the right thing? Well, I said, if I would have put all that energy into myself, if I would have put all that energy into working for me, like where would I be today? And so that's what I did. I saved a bunch of money because clearly I wasn't spending a lot of it living in a trailer. And so I saved that money and I started investing in myself. I started learning skills. How can I make some money using the internet? And I like this picture because I was I eventually did get a cot because this kind of became not so comfortable and it was really cold, so I couldn't be in there in the winter. So a sleeping bag and a cot helped me out during the winter. But I chose this picture because it really takes me to here. Now, this is me in Cancun on vacation, also sleeping in a hammock, and I wanted to talk about like it's not like it happened overnight. It took a lot of things. I tried drop shipping, and that's actually why I had this picture here, is because I tried private labeling with Shopify and Amazon, and this is really when my package came in with these glasses. Actually, it's these glasses right here. So I was trying a bunch of different things. I invested in a bunch of different programs, and I was unsuccessful, unsuccessful, unsuccessful. And I knew that something was going to work. It was just like some of these things just didn't jive with me, right? They didn't jive with who I am and how I felt like I could do business. And it wasn't until affiliate marketing where I was really able to see success. And even past affiliate marketing, it really wasn't until I found the right mentor, because I jumped into a couple of affiliate marketing courses, and I realized that at the end of the day, I really needed a mentor. And that's what helped me achieve success. That's what helped me get to the next level. So I'm telling you right now, yes, you can absolutely jump into one of those courses, and it's going to take you months to really figure it out and understand what you need to do. But at the end of the day, I think there's money well spent in a mentor. Why do I say that? I say that because it's kind of, I to a certain degree, I want to relate it like going to school. If I were to go to school and I first of all I know that I'm going to invest, let's call it 4 years for a bachelor's degree, and and then after the bachelor's degree I still have to go and get a job, you know, and that really reminds me of the very first question that I get from a lot of people. When I talk to people, the first question they say is, "How long is it going to take for me to start making money?" You know, do you guys think that people ask that when they start college? Like, oh, by the way, when I receive my degree, how long is it going to take me to get to, six figures? Like, no one asks that because at the end of the day, it comes down to the individual. How many people are out there that have a degree and yet they don't have a job in the degree that they attained? It's not about the education, it's about whether the individual is willing to put in the work and the time to be successful. So you got to look at this the same way. Now, going back to the analogy of school, you go to school because hopefully you have good teachers and tutors that can help you learn the material. If not, you could just simply buy the books and go read the books yourself at home. Like that's the whole purpose why people go to school. What's no different with this? If you're just gonna go watch a bunch of video trainings, that's not that's not enough for most people, right? You need someone to say, yes, you're doing the right thing, or no, you're not doing the right thing. Focus your energy here, focus your energy there. That's what a mentor is there for. And I mean, does that make sense to people so far? I want to get a 9 in the chat if that makes sense to you, that you need a mentor in order to make sure that you're going to get there in the soonest possible time as possible. All right? Because yeah, can somebody learn on their own? Absolutely. I'm not saying that's not possible. That is 100% possible, but I'm saying that most people really need someone to help them out. Okay? It's not as easy as it may sound in the beginning. And so, even in what I covered today, right? We talked about building a funnel, driving traffic, a bridge page. There's a lot of technical stuff that goes into that. How many of you are ready to become masters at creating funnels and masters at driving traffic and masters at all these different platforms? Because each one of them is different. If you choose to go into Instagram or TikTok or Facebook, every single one of those platforms requires a different skill set to be successful. So, how many of you think that you are going to get there in a month? You know, that's not the case, right? It takes time. It's really, it's kind of like working out. If you go to the gym every single day, let's say you go there for a month, do you think you're going to see results? Probably not. You're not going to see results, you know? However, if you go to the gym for 6 months, do you think there will be results? Well, if you know what you're doing, probably, but regardless, you'll see some difference. This is the same way. Now, if you go to the gym and you also have a personal trainer that's there with you, do you think you're going to see results quicker? Most likely, right? Most likely you're going to see results quicker. And so this is no different than that. Do you want to get like a low price product? How many of you have bought a $7 product, a $100 product, a $300 course? Yeah, that's great if you want to understand what you're getting into, which is why I'm giving this for free, because I want people to understand exactly what this business entails. you know but if you really want to be successful, if you want to get there quickly, you want to save yourself all the months and potential years of figuring it out, you need a mentor. Now, if any of you are interested in that, go ahead and send me a message. You can go ahead and click the link that I'm going to leave below, and come learn for free, come continue learning for free. So I'm going to take a second to see if there's any questions that come up. I do kind of have to go though. So I'm probably going to cut that short. I'm going to see if there's any questions. If there are, I'll be here for that. If not, yeah, hopefully you guys are interested and come check out some more of the free training. And as a matter of fact, the free training that I'm going to show you is not even done by me. It's actually done by my 7-figure mentor. He gives a lot of his training out for free, and it's extremely good. I mean, it makes my little talk here sound like I was just an infomercial. So, okay, so I'm gonna take a quick look at a couple different things because I'm streaming on multiple platforms. Okay, so I see that one of the questions that came up is, do you need to know how to build a funnel? So first of all, I want to answer that by saying that a funnel is really just a website. Okay, it's a website, but it's called a funnel because a funnel has very direct intention. A website, when you go to somebody's website, there's this like about us, and there's all these different tabs. You can go look at our story and contact us and look at all these different things that we do. That's what a website does. All right. A funnel is targeted. A funnel has one option for every page you visit. So in your squeeze page, the only thing you can do is either enter your email or leave. Right? That's a funnel. It's targeted. Why? Because a lot of people get distracted easily. And so they can come in there, they can start reading all this and that, and they get distracted and they leave your page. They never became a lead. All right. So do you need to create funnels? Yes, at some point in your affiliate marketing career, you will need to create a funnel. Now, if you want that done for you, then again, go check out the free trainings that I show in my bio, or just message me and we can talk about it. because a lot of this stuff can get done for you. All right. I believe that the best way that you should start is by learning how to be a marketer. And that means learning how to be out there and drive traffic. Okay. Everything in the back end can be done for you. You can hire people to do this. If you join the right program, it's all going to be done for you. And so you really don't have to know those things, right? It is something that you can learn later on once you're already seeing success. You know, I I see this other question about commissions. So I think this is an interesting one, okay? I want to touch base on it a little bit. So I know that we're all here because we want to make money. I get that. I understand that, and that makes sense to me. However, I want to let you guys know that the only way that you're going to make money is by helping others, right? If you're coming into this with the thought of like, I'm going to get rich quick, oh my God, this is next month, I'm going to be rolling in money, right? That's really not going to happen because people are going to read that off of you. People who watch your videos, who see your posts, it'll come through. All right. You have to be willing to help people. Now, having said that, I do want to point out that, man, like this was game changing for me. Uh, the very first commission I ever got was $2.80. Now, $2.80 is not going to change anybody's life, you know, but man, was it a game changer for me, all right? Because it proved to me that this was real. It proved to me that this was possible. It proved to me that the work I was doing was going to get results. All right, $2.80. And I was so happy. I felt like I had just made 10 grand. And so the commissions are going to come, and I want you guys to understand that it's exponential growth. You're going to see nothing, nothing, nothing. You're going to see something, 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 and then all of a sudden it's just going to like skyrocket, and you're going to be it's going to be that whole like overnight success, except it wasn't overnight at all. It was a good 3 months of really hard work and dedication. So that's what I have to say about commissions. Think about it. Always be really into helping people, because that's what's going to make the difference. All right, not like thinking about how quickly can you get rich. Now, I want to see. I see someone dropped in the chat talking about how some of these programs are really expensive. Uh, you know, I want to tell you guys a story about that. Okay, so a while back, as a matter of fact, this was right when I wanted to make a change. Right, I kept seeing a lot of people about investing and investing and investing, and I started investing in a couple stocks here and there. And there was this one stock that was very low priced, and I was like, man, I really want to throw a couple thousands of dollars into this stock and see where it goes. Hopefully, I make some money. And I thought about that for a second, and I said, you know what? I could do that because I've been saving some money living in the trailer. But if I invest in that company, I don't know what they're doing. I have no control. So, how is that really different than me investing my time into my job? You know, a place that I don't control at all. So I said, or I can take that money, I can take those couple thousands of dollars and buy courses, buy coaching, buy things that are gonna invest in me. Right. At that point, I'm investing that money in myself. So if I invest that money in myself and then nothing happens, I can only blame me. I can't say, oh, well, that company, they made this horrible decision that made them go under and I lost all my investment money in stock. I can't say that if I'm investing in myself. So how many of you, are willing to invest in yourself? Because I can tell you, there's no getting rich quick. If you actually properly invest in the stock market, and I mean in the sense of like going into some sort of ETF that maybe mimics the S&P 500, like everyone out there says, right? That means that you would have to put money into that account every single month for the next like 30 years, and then you'll be a millionaire. Okay? 30 years. If you can wait 30 years, that's your path. If you can't wait 30 years, invest in yourself because then you have control. All right. When you invest in yourself, you actually have control of the outcome. All right. So if there's any other questions, I'm definitely willing to take them. I'm going to be looking around a little bit here at these different platforms and see if there's any questions coming in. But if they're not, I will probably cut it here. And yeah, we can, I mean, there's so much more that we can go into, but I think for today, I'm going to pause it here and continue at another time. So I'm going to give it a chance to see if there's any questions that come in. If there are, I'll address them. If not, then I'm probably going to call it. I got a little drink of water. Okay. I'm not really seeing too many more questions come in. So I think I'm going to go ahead and call it. All right. Well, thanks everyone. Thanks for coming. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. And you guys have a great weekend. Enjoy that weekend. And you know, let me know. Talk to me. If you guys have questions, send me a message. I'll be here.